Welcome back to Film Recall. Widows is about a group of 4 women who decide that robbing banks will be the quickest and best way to pay off their husband's debts. The writing does a great job of establishing that this is the only way that these people can make money quickly, and it does that right from the get-go. Veronica, played by Viola Davis, has to pay off her late husband's debt of $2 million. And if she doesn't find that kind of money in 1 month, she's gonna be murdered. And no job is gonna give you $2 million. So, robbing banks. Even if you don't agree with what they're doing, the movie does a good job of setting up that they don't have a whole lot of options. Now, this is written and directed by Steve McQueen, so you know that this isn't gonna be just your standard bank robbery movie. It's gonna go deeper than that. His previous movies include 12 Years a Slave, Shame, and Hunger, all of which are very hard to watch and strictly dramas. This time he's mixing things up, he's flexing his directing muscles. This is his first time to make a genre movie, and he makes that transition flawlessly. It's also co-written by Gillian Flynn, who gave us Gone Girl, and Widows definitely has that slow intensity that Gone Girl had. In between the robberies, it doesn't slow down. I was constantly on edge because you can just feel the trouble brewing beneath the surface, just wondering if things will snap and if everything is just gonna fall apart. Widows has a strong cast led by Michelle Rodriguez, Elizabeth Debicki, Cynthia Erivo, but the actress who commands the screen is Viola Davis. No surprise here. She's had so many great roles, but this might just be my favorite of hers. The things that this story has to balance is making these women sympathetic, which it definitely does, but also threatening as they start to take this journey of becoming criminals. Even though they're doing it for a good reason, they're still robbing banks. And it's always interesting and challenging to me when a character isn't strictly good or strictly bad. Sometimes it makes the story even more interesting because you never know what they're gonna do next or how you should be reacting to it. It's a tricky thing to get right, but Steve McQueen walks that tightrope like it's easy. The supporting cast is off the charts with people like Colin Farrell, Liam Neeson, Robert Duvall, but the actor who nearly steals every single scene he's in is David Kaluuya. He really impressed me in Get Out, and here he plays a completely different character. This time he's scary. He has a really intimidating attitude, and I like the little things that his character does that shows he's not to be messed with. Aside from Viola Davis, he was my favorite actor. The robberies are very intense, and everything about this story is so smart and well balanced. It hits on the heavy subject matter and the complex issues, but it also gives you the action that you expect from a bank robbery. You get the best of both worlds. And we've had some great bank robbery movies recently. The Place Beyond the Pines comes to mind, Hell or High Water, but Widows has the total package. And emotionally, it just hit me harder than those movies did. This is probably my favorite crime movie since The Town. Front to back, this story was thrilling. Even outside of the robberies, the stakes are high and the movie just looks really good. But most importantly, the movie never loses sight of its characters. They had a lot of depth, I cared about them, I was nervous for them. There's nothing clear-cut about them or the choices that they have to make. Widows is an absorbing movie from start to finish, and it's about as perfect of a theater experience I've had all year. I'm gonna give Widows a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe for more movie reviews every week.